Hi, hello everyone from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Myself, Dr. M. Purushottam Reddy, Associate Professor and Head of the Department of CSC. Today we are going to discuss about quicksort and stations matrix multiplication in divide and conquer rule in the subject design and analysis of algorithms. So first we are going to discuss about quicksort. So here quicksort, in this quicksort, generally the given elements we store in the array. So in that array, pick one element as a pivot element. Next, partition the element, the given array elements into two subarrays. So like this, we divide this arrays into subarrays up to get that subarrays. Subarrays in the elements in the subarrays are very less. That means single element up to single element we divide this subarrays. Once again, listen. Here the given array elements, the given n elements we store in array. Pick one element as pivot element. Partition all these elements into two subarrays. Like this, we partition that given array values into so many subarrays. Each and every subarray consists of only single element. And also next, after doing these like this, next we comparing all these elements. After comparing all these elements, we make exchange all these values, and we properly arrange all these values in ascending order. So finally, we get the sorted list of array elements. So return that results here. So this is the algorithm. Here first we are going to discuss about the algorithm on this partition. So A is an array of m elements. Here P is the P is the partition element, or P is the P is an element which we are going to partition. Now here V equal to A of m. So here V equal to A of m. Here that A of m value stored in V. Similarly I equal to m. So m value is assigned to I. Similarly P equal to J. P value is assigned to J. Now repeat. So repeat means repeating this statement depending on condition. Let's repeat. I equal to I plus 1. So I value is incremented until A of j, A of I greater than or equal to V. This A of I value is equal to m. This value is incremented continuously. So whenever A of I value is greater than or equal to V, up to that point we are repeating this one. Let's repeat. J equal to j minus 1. So decrease that j value until A of j less than or equivalent to V. If I less than j, then if I value is less than j, then interchange that values A of I value in interchange with A of j until, so this one, all these values repeating up to until I greater than or equivalent to j. I value is greater than j means all that element they are in sorted order. So now A of m equal to A of j. A of j equal to V. Now interchange that values and also return that values. So for exchanging that values, here using one more algorithm. Here we call that sub algorithm. That algorithm is interchange I comma j. ai value interchange with aj value. So for that one, here we write that algorithm as P equal to A of I. P is the element which will take temporarily to interchange that values. So A of value stored in P. Next A of j value stored in A of I. This P is assigned to A of j. Now you observe that A of I, j value stored in A of I. In A of j we store A of I value. That means we interchanging the two values using this interchange algorithm. These values after interchanging these values, here we replace in that in their places, interchange places. So after replacing this like this, we continuously replacing these values by using interchange algorithm. We get the sorted list of array elements by using this quicksort algorithm. Yes, this is the quicksort algorithm. The previous algorithm is used for partitioning the elements and interchanging the array elements. Next here we see that how to use this quicksort algorithm to sort the elements. Here P less than Q. Here quicksort of P comma Q. Here P is the starting element, Q is the ending element. If P less than Q, P value is less than Q means starting position value is less than ending position value, then that means here more than one element is there. Now we are going to sort that elements. So if P less than Q, then J equal to, we call that partition algorithm. Partition. So A comma P comma Q plus 1. So partition that is array into two subarrays. So similarly next here we call quicksort algorithm. Recursively we call here quicksort algorithm for first subarray as well as for second subarray. So again this quicksort algorithm recursively it calculates subarrays. It partitions that arrays into subarrays until that each and every array consists of very less number of elements. So like this, these two quicksort algorithm they works. So after partitioning these elements, in that partition elements again we make the comparisons. If the left side element is greater than right side element, we interchange the values by using that interchange algorithm. So that interchange algorithm used in partition algorithm. So in this way we sort the elements by using this quicksort algorithm. Next here, analysis. So what is the time complexity of this quicksort? So in worst case, call partition big O of n times. Big O of n steps here we take in worst case. So big O of n square. Now here big O of n steps we take, and also big O of n times for each and every step. Totally it takes big O of n square. And it's worse than measure sort in the worst case. Best case is split the list into two subarrays. So now that time complexity is big O of n log n. Once again we said the worst case time complexity of quicksort is big O of n square. In best case, here we split the given array into two subarrays. So in this case, the best case time complexity is big O of n log n. Next. Now here, first here we are going to calculate the time complexity of quicksort. Assume pivot element is selected randomly. So the probability of pivot element being the kth element is equal. So here first we select in the pivot element. So here probability of selecting pivot element is equal to k. That value is equal to 1 by n. Here totally n elements is there. From that n elements we choose one element. So probability of that one is 1 by n. So from that n elements we choose one element. That means here 1c1 divided by nc1. So from one element we choose one element divided by out of n elements nc1. 1c1 value is 1 by n. Next here now c of n equal to how many key comparisons we made. So here totally we have n elements. K is the key element. So here already we choose one element means remaining how many elements is there? N minus 1. So we make n minus 1 comparisons plus now this key element also comparing. So for that one C of k minus 1 comparisons. And also here after choosing n by n element we have n minus k element. So for that one here we make C of n minus k comparisons. Next here CA of n. CA of n equal to, so here CA of n is the average performance equal to n minus 1 plus, now this two we write it as 1 by n. Total we have 1 by n elements, so 1 by n. Sumness over k equal to 1 to n. CA of k minus 1 plus CA of n minus k. Now both sides multiplying with n. So we get this equation. Next. Replace n by n minus 1. So now in place of n we write n minus 1. So we get this equation. Now subtracting second equation from first equation. After subtracting we get this equation. So n C of n minus 1 into C of n minus 1 equal to, we get that equation as 2 into n minus 1 plus 2 into C of n minus 1. Now this implies C of n equal to 2 into n minus 1 plus n plus 1 into C of n minus 1. So we set this left side value, right side value, and we add there. So we get that equation as n into Ca of n. Ca means average time complexity equal to 2 into n minus 1 plus n plus 1 into Ca, the Ca of n minus 1. Now here you see that divide n into n plus 1 for both sides. So both sides we divide with n into n plus 1. So n into n plus 1 means here so n plus 1 is get cancelled. Remaining value we get like this. Ca of n divided by n, and here get cancelled. N plus 1. Ca of n minus 1 by n plus 2 into n minus 1 by n into n plus 1. Now here observe that this Ca of n minus 1, that is also in the form of Ca of n by n plus 1 form. So substitute again. Substitute these values continuously. So and so on. We get that equation as Ca of 1 by 2 plus 2 into 1 by 2 into 3 plus 2 into 2 divided by 3 into 4 plus and so on n minus 1 by n into n minus 1. So write this equation as Ca of 1 value is 0 plus 2 into, we write all these values as summation k equal to n k minus 1 by k into k plus 1. So which is less than equivalent to 2 into summation or k equal to 2 to n 1 by k, which is less than equal to, we write it is in the form of integral. By using integral formula, we write it as 2 into integral over 1 to n 1 by k dk. So which is equal to 2 into log n base e minus log 1 base e. So we write this one as big in terms of big O of big O notations. We write big O of log n. Now Ca of n. Here this value is n into Ca of n equal to big O of log n. Now here Ca of n value is big O of log n. N into Ca of n we need. That is the average time complexity. Big O of n log n. So big O of n log n is the time complexity of quicksort. So big O of n log n is the time complexity of quicksort. Next here, the example problem on this quicksort. Now here we see that 40, 20, 10, 80, 60, 50, 7, 30, 100. This is the unsorted elements. Totally we have 9 elements. So among these elements, one of the element which first we choose as pivot element. Generally we choose the first element as pivot element. So here this 40 we choose it as pivot element. So now here after choosing pivot element, here we partitioning the array into 2 subarrays. Now here you see here the elements which is less than pivot element is one subarray. The elements which is greater than or equivalent to pivot element, that is another subarray. So we divide into in that way. Now here 40. Now comparing this 40 is the pivot element. The second element is here. Here we see. So already here these are the elements. Second element is 20. Now comparing with last element 100. So 20 comparing with the last element 100. So 20 is greater than 20 is less than 100. So they are in the ascending order. Now using this next here we observe that 20 and 100 both are there in order. So next here, next to move to next element. Next element is 10. Last element is 100. 10 is less than 100. So next element is here 80. 80 less than 100. So next here we see that third element is also in proper order. Next 60. 60 value is less than 100. Next 50. 50 is also less than 100. Now here 80 less than 100. Next to comparing 80 with the next element. Next element is here 80 and next element is here 30. 80 and 30. 80 less than 30? No. Now interchange these two elements. So now interchange these two elements. So now here we write 30 and 80. So now these two values are interchanged. Here 30, here 80. Next we compare. Next we make next comparison. Here next one is here 30 and 80 already they are interchanged. Now next comparison. Next comparison here 60 and 80. 60 less than 80 is yes. 60 less than 80 yes. Next they are in proper order. Next one is 60 compare with next element. 60 less than 7 no. So we interchange these two values. So interchange here 7 we write, here 60. 7 60. Next 7 compare with 100 yes. They are in proper order. 7 less than 80 yes. 7 less than 60 yes. 7 less than 50 yes. So they are in proper order. Next we come to next one. 50 less than 60 yes. They are in proper order. Now compare with the next elements. 50 less than 50 and 7. 7 less than 50 no. So 7 less than 50 yes. They are in proper order. Next again come to first element. First element is 40 pivot element, and comparing with the first partition element 7. 40 less than 7 no. Now interchange these two values. Now 40 is the middle element. Now here we observe that now the elements below this pivot element they are less than the 40 and they are in increasing order. So the elements right side of this pivot element they are in increasing order. They are more than this pivot element. So now here we observe that all these elements they are in proper order. So once again here simply once again I tell this one here. Once again repeating this one. Now here you see that. So here 40, 20, 10, 80, 60, 50, 7, 30, 100. Totally 9 elements is there. 40 is chosen as pivot element. Now here the next element. To come to next element. This element comparing with 100. 20 less than 100? Yes. Next here. Move to next element. 10. 10 less than 100? Yes. 10 less than 30? Yes. Next to move to 80. 80 less than 100? Yes. Next 80 less than next element. Compare with 30. 80 less than 30? No. Interchange these values. 40, 20, 10. So 30, 60, 50, 7, 80, 100. Next. So 40, 20, 30, 10, 30, 60, 50. So now already here 30 is replaced. Next one is 60. 60 less than 100? Yes. 60 less than 80? Yes. 60 less than 7? No. Now interchange these two values. 40, 20, 10, 30, 60, 50, 7. Now 7 is replaced with 60. 7 here, 60 here. 80, 100. Now here observe that. Now compare with this 7 with 50, 60, 80, 100. Is 7 less than 100? Yes. 7 less than 60, 80? Yes. 7 less than 60? Yes. 7 less than 50? Yes. Now we come to, so now you observe that the right subarray they are in increasing order. Now we come to left subarray. So whenever we come to left subarray, now comparing with the pivot element 40 and 7. 40 less than 7? No. So now replace these two. 7, 20, 10, 30, 40. Now next you comparing 7 with 40. Yes. 7 less than 40. 7 less than 30. Yes. 7 less than 10. Yes. 7 less than 20. Yes. Now compare next two element is 20. 20 less than 10. No. Interchange these two values. 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100. Now here 40 is the pivot element. Now this is the middle element. Here we observe that the left of this element, they are less than this 40 and they are in ascending order. Similarly, the elements right of this element, they are in increasing order and also they are more than this 40. Now totally all these elements, they are in sorted order. So in this way, depending on the pivot element, we sort the elements in fixed sort. Next, another example. So here also use some another method here. So using that algorithm, here we solve this problem. Here we see that here some 9 elements are given here: 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 60, 55, 50, 45. Here we observe that totally 9 elements is given, and also here all these are in unsorted order. Now here we'll take plus infinity. Here we'll take unknown value. 10th position values will take unknown value, and also here we choose first element as pivot element. So here we choose first element as pivot element 65. This is the pivot element. That means here I value starts from second position. So we'll take I equal to 2 and last position value is P. P value is 9. So here in algorithm we'll take I and P value. I means starting value, P means ending value without pivot element. So starting element taken as pivot element. Now here and next here I value increase and P value we decrease. So first here 70 compare with P value 45. 70 less than 45? No. So we interchange these two values. So after interchanging, we get these values as 65, 45. 75, 80, 85, 60, 55, 50, 70. Now increase I value is 3. Decrease P value 8. Third position value is 75. Eighth position value is 50. 75 less than 50? No. Now interchange these two values. So 65, 45, 50, 80, 85, 60, 55, 75 and 70. So now increase I value, decrease P value. So I value is 4, P value is 7. Fourth position value is 80. Seventh position value is 55. 80 less than 55? No. We interchange these two values. So after interchanging, we get this values as 65, 45, 50, 55, 85, 60, 80, 75, 70. Now increase I value 5, decrease P value 6. Now compare again. So now here fifth and sixth position values. 85 less than 60? No. Interchange that two values. So after interchanging, we get these values. Now increasing I value 6, P value, decreasing P value 5. So I less than P? Yes. Here I less than P? No, the condition not satisfied. So I greater than P. I greater than P means we exit from that this loop. So now here observe that. So whenever I value is greater than P means the right subarray they are in sorted order. Next we move to left subarray. Again we will take the here already here that pivot element is the middle element of this list. Otherwise we again go to left subarray, we arrange that elements. Again we come back to right subarray, again we arrange that elements. Now here we see that now we get here comparing here we take left subarray, that value is here starting value is 65 and this element is 60. So 65 is the pivot element. Pivot element you are comparing with the left subarray highest value. 65 less than 60? No. Now interchange the two values 60, 45, 50, 55, 65, 80, 85, 75. Now again we'll choose the 60 as pivot element and we apply the same algorithm for the left subarray elements which are less than this pivot element. Now again here compare with 45 with 55. 45 less than 55? Yes. Next I value increase, J value decrease. 50 less than 55? Yes. Now compare. Now pivot element compare with highest position value in left subarray, that is 55. 60 less than 55. No, we interchange that value. So now we get that value as 45, 50, 55, 60. Now 65 is the pivot element, previous pivot element. So left side element, all they are in sorted order. Now we choose 85 as the pivot element. We compare these two elements. 80 less than 70? No, interchange that values. So now, so after interchanging this one, we get that values as 85, 70, 75, 80. Now we decrease the I value. So whenever we decrease I value, that value is this position value, 8th position value. P value is also I value increase and P value decrease means we get 8th position value, that is 75 less than 75. 75 is less than or equal to 75. Equal. So now come to pivot element. This pivot element compare with highest position value. 85 less than 80? No. Interchange that value. So after interchanging, we get that sequence as 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So now here 80, 70, 75, 85. So again we follow the same quicksort algorithm and we choose this 80 as the pivot element. 80 less than 85? Yes. 80 less than 75? No. We interchange these two values. So 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 75, 70, 80, 85. Now we choose 75 as pivot element. 75 less than 85? Yes. So we will come to this left subarray. So interchange these two values. Left subarray is 75, 70. Compare these two values. 75 less than 70? Yes. Interchange that values. So 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. So in this way, we get the sorted array elements by using this quicksort. Thanks to everyone.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.